What's up, Yankee fans? Welcome back to the show. We got the game from last night, September the 17th, 2025, in Target Field against the Minnesota Twins. Wrapping up the series, they play the Orioles tonight, but let's finish this competition off for this particular series before they get to Baltimore. Outslugging the Twins 10-5 behind Trent Grisham's power surge and Cody Bellinger's late insurance blast. It was a night where the Yankee stars delivered at the plate. The bullpen held firm when it mattered. The New York Yankees took another important step forward in the AL East chase. The game started with fireworks right away in the first inning. Cody Bellinger wasted no time putting the Yankees on the board with a sharp RBI single. It set the tone for a relentless night of offense, as the Yankees made sure the Minnesota Twins never had much breathing room. By the third inning, Trent Grisham took over. With the Yankees trailing 2-1, he unleashed a 430-foot solo home run that tied the game and silenced the Twins' early momentum. Just one inning later, Grisham struck again, and this time with a crushing 3-run blast that extended the Yankees' lead 6-2. 2 swings, 4 RBIs, and suddenly the New York Yankees had complete control of the scoreboard. Jose Dominguez chipped in as well, lacing a key double in the fourth to push the New York Yankees back in front just before Grisham's second homer blew things open. Meanwhile, Aaron Judge continued his scorching September form, going 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored and raising his league-leading batting average to .329. Every time he stepped to the plate, the Twins pitchers looked uneasy, and Judge delivered consistently. To their credit, Minnesota did not fold. In the fifth inning, Brooks Lee came through with the clutch out, 2-run single, and pulled the Twins back within striking distance at 6-5. Target Field roared with life, sensing another rally like one that stunned the Yankees earlier in the series. This time, the Yankees bullpen drew a hard line. Luis Gil had struggled through 4 2/3 innings, allowed 5 runs, but once the relievers took the game and changed, Fernando Cruz came in and stabilized the situation, picking up the win in relief. From the 6th inning onward, Yankees relievers shut the door. 4 3/3 innings of scoreless baseball that left the Minnesota Twins comeback hopes stranded. The defensive play of the night came in the 5th inning when Cody Bellinger, already a factor at the plate, ran down a rocket to right center with 2 men on. His running grab not only ended the inning, but preserved the Yankees' lead at a critical moment. Without it, the Twins might have flipped the game. Instead, the Yankees rode the momentum into the late innings. By the 9th inning, the Yankees had put all these things away, but Bellinger added an exclamation point. He launched a 2-run homer that kept the scoring 10-5, sealing the win and his own 3 RBI night. When it was over, the Yankees had pounded out double digits runs on the strength of Grisham's 2 home runs, Bellinger's balanced attack, Judge's 3 hits and steady contributions up and down the lineup. Paul chipped in with 2 hits of his own, further proving the depth of the offense. The victory pushed the Yankees within 4 games of first place, Toronto Blue Jays in the AL East, while also tightening their grip on the playoff spot. For Minnesota, the loss marked another setback in the season where the flashes of the talent haven't been enough to keep pace with contenders. Next up, the Yankees will face Baltimore Orioles down in Baltimore to take on the Orioles with Max Fried scheduled to start, riding the momentum of a 10-5 win and the confidence of their bats. New York knows that every game in September carries weight, and his own showed up. They're ready for the fight. Thanks you guys once again for tuning in. That's all for this particular game. I'll catch you guys on the next one. If you want to hear a flashback, stay tuned for that as well. I got the flashback of the previous game. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the baseball show. If you're on the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and you make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Welcome back, welcome back. Yankees got their revenge last night, and this was a roller coaster of a baseball game, I must say. They had it all. The New York Yankees went from blowing the game wide open early to nearly blowing it late before finally escaping the Minneapolis Twins or Minnesota Twins, whatever we want to call them, with a 10-8 victory over this particular team. It was a game of two halves. The Yankees looking unstoppable in the first few innings, then scrambling for their lives in the final frames of the Minnesota when they clawed back and tried to make it pretty interesting. From the opening at bats, the Yankees flexed their muscles in the second inning. Ben Rice doubled down the line to spark the offense. Anthony Volpe followed with a hard single that drove him in. And suddenly the Yankees' bats looked locked in. By the third inning, the New York Yankees was pouring it on. Rice struck again with another extra base hit. Volpe kept delivering in clutch spots, and by the time the dust settled, the Yankees had built a commanding 9-1 lead. The Target Field crowd was stunned. It felt like the game was over before it really begun. And then it came the fireworks. James Outman provided the knockout punch in the top of the fourth, launching a towering shot into the second deck. His home run gave the New York Yankees double digits, stretching the score 10-1. Wow. Incredible. At the point, the Yankees fans in the building were celebrating, but the baseball will so often remind us no lead is ever safe. The Twins showed exactly why you can never count a team out. In the fifth inning, they began to stir a string of base hits. Brought 3 runs across, cutting the deficit 10-4. The noise in Target Field picked up, and you could feel the momentum starting to shift. Then in the sixth, the chaos struck. Minnesota piled up 4 more runs, highlighted by a huge 2-run homer that sent the crowd into a frenzy. Suddenly, a game that once looked like a laugher was a nail-biter. The scoreboard was 10-8. The Yankees' nerves were rattling. The rally nearly reached a storybook climax with 2 runners on in late innings, and the Twins sent a deep fly ball towards the wall in right center. For a moment, it looked like destined to leave the yard, but Aaron Judge tracked it down, leaping at the wall to make the game-saving catch. That single play might have preserved the Yankees' season as much as a win itself. Austin Martin, who had been the hero for the Minnesota Twins of the night, tried to spark another rally with a perfect bunt in the 8th inning. It put even more pressure on the Yankees' defense and closer.